So this is the Q2, and it's kind of like a Game Boy sized game system. You can see it, you know, in my hand here. And the controllers are set up more like a Super Nintendo. So it's like a Super Nintendo style gamepad with a analog stick. Now on this side you have your volume control, and there's a speaker on the front. If you don't want to listen to it out loud, you can actually plug in your headphones to the bottom here. Here's your USB Type-C jack, that's where you charge it, and then your power switch. Then on this side you have SD card, and that's going to hold like save points in games, and it has some of the system memory in it. So if I go ahead and turn it on, so it has the load screen here. Once it comes on, you'll see the main menu. And so here's the main menu. Now the screen's clearer than it looks here. So on my camera, it's showing some like lines or something. But me actually looking at it doesn't look like that. You can scroll around. Now I added some favorites, which is a big deal. A lot of these game consoles don't let you add to favorites. And so you can't just go to your favorite game. Now on this one, you can do that. Every time you press home, it'll go back to this screen. And you can, you know, pick, is there downloaded? If you want to search for something, that's a big one. And at the bottom, you can just pick the console. If you want to go buy a certain console, you just pick the console and they'll have the games for that. But again, big thing to have favorites. Now, if you find one that you want, like let's just go to Atari. And if we want this one to be a favorite, hit the X button. It has a little star. And you press it again, it'll take it off that. Press home, it'll always go back. So super simple, easy. Also, when you're playing a game, whenever you select a game and you start playing, it loads up. Here's a Sega game. If you want to go home, it'll ask you want to exit, save, or load. And a lot of these game systems don't do that, and that's a big deal to be able to do that. And on top of that, when you exit, it goes back to the game you were on. I have another system that when you press the button, it goes back to like this menu, and then you got to start all the way over, which is crazy because, see, this one, there's 142 games on this console, but if we go to the Atari, you can see there's 16 Atari game consoles. I think the PS1 has a ton of games. 48 on the PS1. See, there are 2,000 games in this one. So it just has these are separated, and so you can see the different ones. So it's really good fun. I like it. I've been playing it for hours, and you know, I'm not gonna get a chance to play all these games. Even some of the games in here were released in Japan, so they have Japan next to them. So they'll have one version as US, then Japan. So I thought that was really cool. I like some of the Japanese style games, so that's in here. But all in all, it's a really great console. It's super simple to use, and I've had a great time playing with it, and I look forward to using it more in the future.